For Juju Chan, life alongside PGA Tour pro Sahith Theegala looks a lot less glamorous than outsiders might assume. With the couple now just months away from their wedding, Chan is pushing back on one of the biggest assumptions surrounding professional golf, that life on tour automatically means private jets, endless spending, and little responsibility behind the scenes. There's a scale on the PGA Tour, and just golf in general, on what kind of lifestyle you live based on how good you are, how much money you make, and stuff like that, Chan exclusively told us on Wednesday, August 12th. Sahith is very good, but also kind of in a middle position. Yes, he's making a lot of money, but he's not like Scottie Scheffler or Rory McIlroy or anything. The lifestyle, she explained, isn't quite what people might picture. People think we fly private everywhere, which, yes, he has a partnership with a private flight company, but we do not fly private everywhere. We fly commercial. We fly coach a lot more than people would expect. That perception has followed Chan personally, too. With nearly 70,000 followers on TikTok, she has built her own presence online, but she said she has also encountered assumptions that her life simply consists of spending Theegala's money. I obviously do content myself, so I'm working, she explained. I do a lot of brand deals when I'm on the road, because a lot of my content is revolved around golf. But we're also getting married, so I have a lot of wedding stuff to do. I like to work out. I feel like people have this idea that we literally sit there and spend money and that's it, and that we're just racking up whatever we want, which is just not true. Chan also pointed out that the public often sees only a small portion of what goes into maintaining a life on the PGA Tour. So many of these other girls are moms, so they're taking care of their entire house, you know? There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize. And while Chan is challenging those stereotypes, she is also juggling a very real responsibility of her own: getting married. The couple, who first met as student-athletes at Pepperdine University when Chan was a swimmer, became engaged in October 2025. Now, with their wedding only a few months away, Chan said the planning process is moving along smoothly. "We have a wedding planner, which I know is a very big luxury," she said. "But she's taking on the bulk of the responsibility. I just get to pick all of the fun stuff and talk to her about my vision. We're a few months away, so we're getting down to the wire. I feel like everything's good to go. I'm not stressed about it at all. I feel good." The gala has remained involved and supportive, although Chan made it clear that the two aren't necessarily approaching the wedding with the same level of detail. "He just wants it to be what I dream," she said. "His groomsmen came over to our house a few months ago, and they were like, 'So, what tuxes are we wearing?' And he looked at me. I was like, 'Is this not the one thing you could pick?' But we sorted that out. I did pick. He's being great." Chan added, "I'm giving him the updates and he has a few thoughts, but for the most part, I think he's just really happy to not have to work on it." For now, though, wedding plans have to share the calendar with one of the biggest stretches of Theegala's golf season. At 28, he is heading into the BMW Championship, the second event of the FedEx Cup playoffs, sitting 46th in the FedEx Cup standings. Only the top 30 players will move on to the Tour Championship later this month at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta. That final event carries enormous stakes. The tournament features a $40 million purse, and the golfer who ultimately wins the FedEx Cup will collect $10 million. So while Chan is busy choosing the details that will shape their wedding day, Theegala still has a major competitive goal in front of him. For this couple, the weeks ahead are about balancing two very different kinds of pressure: finishing one of golf's most important stretches of the year while getting everything ready for the next major chapter of their lives.